What's good, everyone? What's going on? Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your weekend. It's your boy Esoteric, and we're back at it again with some more games. We're going to be playing the Ghost of Yote. However, before we do that, we're going to play this game that I've been eyeballing for quite some time. The demo finally came out. I believe it was today when I got the email notification. And I had this game on my wish list since first quarter of last year, and the game is called The Eternal Life of Goldman. I saw a trailer for it. It looked really amazing. The art style, it looks like a solid platformer, kind of on the intermediate difficulty, and I just fell in love with the game. Just the overall trailer of it. Now, is it subject to change? Maybe. Who knows? I'm not sure. But they provided us with a demo, so I'm really excited to be playing that. So we're going to be playing that first before we get into Ghost of Yote. Also, I'd like to add that the stream may be ending a tad bit earlier than normal because I do have some other engagements to take care of. So we're going to pack as much time into both games as much as we can. And then also, as I'm playing this demo, I'm going to be gathering some footage. Hopefully, this weekend I can create a review video of my overall thoughts for you guys to check out on YouTube. So, with that being said, folks, let's get started. So let's go to the game screen. And let's hit play on this game here. Okay, grab a controller and kick back. I like that. This game needs a controller for best experience, so grab an Xbox controller, a DualSense controller, or any kind of controller-looking device that you can connect to your PC. So we're using an Xbox controller, particularly the Elite Series 2. So I'm really excited to be able to use this controller for this game. Alright, so okay. We prefer you to play The Eternal Life of Goldman with a gamepad. But if you don't have a gamepad, we love you just as much. I mean, look at the art style, guys. Like, this looks like old school Looney Tunes, Texas Avery, back in the days type of like Disney style aesthetic. I really like it. It kind of hits that nostalgia factor for me. Even the animation as well. Okay, English. Adjust the brightness so the still life looks almost natural. Looks the most natural, excuse me. The Eternal Life of Goldman. Thank you for your interest in The Eternal Life of Goldman. This demo version lasts approximately 90 minutes and lets you try out the very beginning of the game. You would help us immensely if you added the game to your wish list. This way the game won't get lost in the abyss of the Steam algorithm. Thanks, I already added it. So let's check out the options. We got language, display, sound, gamepad, accessibility. So it has a set difficulty from what I'm gathering for the demo. So new game. This also gives me like a Cuphead vibe, which I haven't played that game as of yet, but I do love the aesthetic for that. Telly, what's up, what's up? Welcome in. Yo, this looks beautiful already. I just hope it plays as well as it looks. Okay, so A is to jump. We haven't gotten any attacks yet. I guess we can only walk and jump at this moment. Wait, hold on. Press A to jump and hold X while you're in the air to stick out your cane and hit an enemy. Okay. New cane part, hook handle. A sturdy hook shaped handle. So I'm guessing this is to hold on to things basically? Yeah. Jump on hanging ring like objects or poles to grab onto them. Okay. Press down to open up the cane menu and replace the simple handles with hook handle. Okay. That's pretty cool. So the cane has different components. So I guess you could change the hook and you could change like what's attached to the hook, the staff portion. And yeah, that's pretty dope. Hold B to grab onto objects that resemble hooks or rings. Then move. Okay. This game is beautiful, and I'm enjoying the platforming so far. I hope this isn't the only attack that he has. Oh. New cane part, bouncy shaft. Hey, yo. Whoa, slow down. Wait a minute. This shaft is made of a special alloy of flexible metals. It's lightweight, bends well, and can withstand any load. Hey, yo. Oh, man. My child brain. Oh, so you can change it in real time. Interesting. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. You can actually change it in real time and don't have to open up the menu. Yo, I am like loving the animation. Like I'm a little distracted because I'm looking at the foreground of the things that are flying past, and I'm looking at the background. I'm sure you guys are able to get a better view than I am. As you pick up new parts for your cane, don't forget about the old ones. Use the oak shaft to jump on enemies to avoid the spiked ceiling. Gotcha. I wonder if there's anything higher up. Oh no. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh, okay, just that. That was interesting. He didn't look like he was really taking damage. What he was doing was getting ripped.
It really caught fire. Did you feel it?
Feel what?
The fire! The fire!
You really felt the fire?
It nearly burned my face!
Here, let me feel your forehead. You know the rules, Alter. Why didn't you tell me that you were burning up?
That's what I was saying! You saw how it flashed. You saw it, right? Were those really coins inside the bowl? Where did he get so many coins from?
We need to take your temperature.
And how he beat the ground with his hoofs, and then he ran so hard the little man could barely jump over him at the very last second. That was lucky.
Yes, Goldman was always very lucky.
Let's call him Blackjack.
Blackjack. Have you been playing cards with the nurses again?
Maybe just one time?
Right. Yeah, just one time. One last time. Mm-hmm. You and Goldman are a lot alike.
You mean Blackjack?
His name is Goldman, and his name was always Goldman. At least that's what he called himself.
So he came to defeat the evil wall and save the village?
He came back for something more important than that. Don't talk, or the thermometer will fall out.
So where did the angry wall come from?
Why don't we ask that fellow there? That one, on the shore.
Okay, let's ask him. Oh, we'll let him wear a funny hat, okay? Like that clown who visited on Sunday.
Okay, he can wear a funny hat.
Alright, press select to open your journal and consider your quests. Find out why you're here. The lucky ones have called you to the archipelago for a special mission. You'll soon find out what's it all about. Someone is already waiting for you on Fish Island. Okay. Talk to the fellow on shore. There's a fellow in a funny hat sitting by the pier. He probably knows why everything is on fire. Okay. So wait, was I supposed to just select it, or? So it looks like someone is telling a kid a story about the character you're playing as? I swear, I had nothing to do with it. I did everything exactly according to the third book of guides. I couldn't have mixed anything up. Fireworks are the simplest spell. I was sure I could manage it. I followed the book letter for letter. But suddenly an orange spark fired into the air instead of a green one. I looked around and everything was on fire, and animals were turning into some kind of monsters. Don't worry, I already dealt with the monsters. Who cares about the monsters? What about the children? Do you have any idea how many of them were at the carnival? How many of them died in the fire? It was supposed to be a party, and now there will be nothing but funerals. And my own funeral is just around the corner. The parents of the little ones will never forgive me for this. What kind of carnival were you having here? I sympathize, but I have something very important ahead of me. Oh, that was me. I had to choose the options. Okay. There was a carnival on First Coin Day. It's the most important day in a child's life. Everyone loved the holiday, and they loved the fireworks too. The lucky ones always grumbled, but even so, they always looked out of their windows to watch the flashes. I sympathize, but I have something very important ahead of me. Of course. What should you care about some failure of a magician? Are you heading to Fish Island? You can take my boat. I'm definitely not going there. I'll never go anywhere ever again. Oh, wait. Have you seen Milky? Who? Milky, my dog. He's wearing a funny hat with a pom-pom. Have you seen him? No. He probably hid somewhere when everything got caught fire. He must have been scared, the poor little guys. Pet him if you see him, okay? Carnival flyer, okay. Tired of homework, sick of chores, the guide will set you free. Come to the First Coin Day celebration and win the carnival race, and the guides will shower you with gold. This is the first chance in your life to make your own fortune. Multiply it, and someday you might even meet the deity himself. Fish Island, a crowded tropical village. The residents of neighboring islands settled here after cataclysm swept the archipelago. Here you can find out more about your mission. Got a nice little loading screen here. Meeting with Shemaya. Okay. Wow. Sheesh. The death of your children on the day of the first coin was neither accident nor fate, but a crime committed by an outcast named Ricky. It was he who started the fire that claimed dozens of young lives. The treacherous renegade acted at the behest of those who would sow doubts amongst us. They seek to divide and confuse us. They want you to feel broken and abandoned, for grief such as yours is impossible to bear alone. Come meet with Shemaya, the voice box of wisdom of the guides. She promises that our shared sorrow will not wither away in vain, but blossom into an act of justice. The hearts of the guides are full of compassion, and so they grant you a whispering tree from their eternal gardens. Pluck as many fruits from the tree as the number of children you lost, and take them to the meeting. We understand how difficult it is to speak of such tragedy. The fruits will be as your innermost whispers, which the guides will hear without a single word. Simply reach out your hands. The guides will comfort you in their embrace. Okay. Wait, is that really you? I can't believe it. The plan is finally in motion. The man of the lucky ones doubted you ever show. Some even started to panic. It's a good thing you were patient. Why am I here? Of course. I see you're eager to get started. Just tell me one thing first. I know we're not supposed to ask you anything, but you've been here before, right? Wait, no, don't answer. Please don't answer. I don't want to break the rules, mister. Mister, sir, senor. I don't know how to address the elderly. Where you're from? I mean, the elders. I mean, you look experienced. But when you meet the other lucky ones, please tell them that your cane is some kind of weapon, okay? I understand, of course. You have that cane for a reason. Of course I understand. But not all the lucky ones are as smart as me. Haha. Let's get to the point. I don't have time for this. Of course. We can't keep waiting around for more catastrophes to strike. It's time to act. Just tell me what I need to do. The lucky ones believe that the deity of Archipelago holds the key to what's happening, and it alone can somehow influence everything around us. So you need to get to the deity as soon as possible. Where can I look for this deity? The guides will do everything they can to stop you. They've already used their magic to fence off the deity from the world, and they're probably up to something else. All I know is that you need to board the naked lizard. What? That train is the only way you can get to the deity. Okay. A train, I thought only boats went between these aisles of the breadcrumbs. The naked lizard, strange. No, it's not exactly an ordinary train. You'll understand when you see it. Where is this train? The lucky ones hid the train from the guides on an abandoned island. It's not even on the maps. The coordinates of the isle were kept by Nissim Klein. He's a local sculptor and one of the lucky ones. How can I find this? It's not hard. He hardly ever leaves his workshop. That's where the lucky ones held our meetings to prepare for your arrival. New travel locations are marked on the map. Hold LB to open it. Nissim Clyde's workshop, an island of clay, which the sculptor Nissim Clyde turned into his workshop. The coordinates of the naked lizard are hidden there somewhere. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see what's good. It's not that hard. I mean, kept a piece of paper with the coordinates in his corset. And he has a bad back. He can't even get out of bed without his corset. So the coordinates are always with him in plain sight. But as the last lucky one's meeting, Nassim didn't have his piece of paper. Maybe you just didn't notice it. Nassim had to keep the coordinates in plain sight. That's the main principle of the lucky one's openness. No secrets from each other. Nassim violated the principle. So what now? Man, it's a lot of talking. You need to find those coordinates. We think Nissim must have hidden them somewhere at his workshop. It's the whole island. Searching it won't be easy. There's burners and strange monkeys and even living clay. But there's no other choice. I don't know what could have possessed Nassim, but surely he must have had some reason to hide the coordinates from us, right? I'll deal with Nassim. You'll probably be great friends. Okay, so after that long dialogue, we have to speak to somebody named Nassim. Yo, I can't stop gushing about how beautiful this game is. Like, everything is all hand drawn. Like, it's wow. Sign on the bar door. Are you reading this? Then you owe me money, you parasite. I'm not opening the bar until every one of you pays last month's tab. I've had it. I'm not pouring any more on credit. Hope you're enjoying your I hope you enjoy drinking air, you bums. But this decision is final and irrevocable. P.S. At least pay me half, then we'll talk. Oh god, not more talking. Who owns this shop? You or the monkey? We have equal shares, but today we're closed. Why? The island is in mourning. For the children who died at the carnival? Yes, but I didn't go to the funeral. I don't endorse such things well. I wouldn't want to trouble the grieving parents with my cries. When will the mourning end? Can the mourning for a child ever end? Can a person ever overcome such a thing? When a child dies, it hurts everyone, even those who didn't know. Alright, I'll be quiet now before I burst into tears again. What is it? Well, we can't get past the electricity though. Oh wait, maybe we can. Nope. Okay. Oh, that's the background. I was mistaking the bridge over there for the background. Okay, need a key. Here comes my new tenant. You know, I've been renting out rooms for a long time now, and I can always tell when there's going to be problems with the tenant. Want to know a secret? I don't pay attention to what a person says, but only how he breathes. If a person breathes quietly and modestly, then he's reliable. I can't make out your breathing at all. That makes you a very reliable tenant. Well, that and the fact that your friends, the lucky ones, paid for your room well in advance. Then you best get to know them better. They pay quite well. Where will I live? In the finest house on Fish Island, mine. Don't worry, that doesn't mean we'll have to share a bed. You'll have your own separate everything, a private entrance, bedroom, and even your own kitchen. That's what's up. Every grown man needs a corner to cook something for himself. Not exactly. You heard what happened on the neighboring island at the carnival, right? Well, there's a young family living in your room now. Their son was lost in the fire. Or maybe the fire didn't burn him, but the monsters ate him. Anyway, it doesn't matter what exactly killed him. What matters is that his family was supposed to have moved out yesterday. That's what we agreed. But now they want to stay a few more days to organize the funeral. No big deal. No, that's absolutely out of question. They're always late with their payments, and now they have a funeral. That's an expensive endeavor. I doubt I'll ever see a payment for the extra days. I don't know what kind of irresponsible parents would let their hearted wimp even go to a carnival? Wow. Sheesh. He wasn't particularly bright or healthy. He had no chance of winning. Couldn't even limp it to the finish line. Sheesh. She's pouring it on thick for this guy. Oh. She really don't like the kid. Or she's just spitting facts. So what do you plan to do in my room? What else can I do? I'll call the Ramsey brothers. They know exactly how to convince prowler tenants to pack their bags. They even guarantee their work. Can you imagine? Which means I can guarantee you, next time you visit our island, your room will be available, all neat and tidy. Letter to Jock. Don't try to deny it, Jock. I know everything. All those urgent fights, all your delays in the hangar, all your turbulence. God, what a fool I was. You called me your guiding star, but it seems you have a whole Milky Way out there. I hate every particle of your lying form, right down to the tips of your mustache. Are those at least real? Come to think of it, they're too velvety. They're far too velvety. Another lie, is it? You know what? I don't even care anymore. Get out of my life and don't think I'll ever let you back. If you weren't French, I'd have kicked you out long ago. The tears on this letter are the last tears I'll ever shed for you, Elena. So I gotta go back on the boat, I guess, and go to the guy that's holding that piece of paper. I forgot his name already. Oh, God, so much reading. Wait, are you still here? Your boat is over there, where you left it, at the dock. Of course, of course. I hope you don't think I'm ordering you around. But please, go to Nassim as soon as you can. That was just a whole island of talking, man. Oh, that was a lot. Oh yeah, Nassim Klein's workshop. Definitely figure that out on my own. Walking while I crouch. Okay. Good thing you like the art style. You can appreciate it while you go through all the yapping. That's true. That's a good point. Although I'm really like so focused on reading everything. I can tell you one thing, even though I do love the art style, some things tend to get lost in the artwork. Like, it's hard to differentiate sometimes between the foreground, the background, and like the main ground where this character is. Well, not so much the foreground, the background and the midground for me. see what I'm saying? Like, I kind of got lost. It could just be a me thing. Scarlet knot, god damn it. Two pomegranates that have fused into one. According to the archipelago legend, they cannot be separated or the magical fruit will immediately spoil. Replenishes 2 units of health. Okay. Crap. I was supposed to drop down. Oh wait, there's like a secret path right here. Yep. I wonder what they mean by sacrifice. Like, throw it away or... Wait, it looked like a little hole right here. Yep. Wow, look at that. Good eye. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Oh, I thought... Naked lizard coordinates, okay. Path to the deity is opened by a radiant gate. thought I could break that stuff off his head or whatever. But clearly I can't. Okay, I see where this is going. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me change the cane. Oh boy, I think I messed this up here. I brought the one on the left too high up, I think. Oh, there we go. Took a little bit to figure it out, but we got it. Okay, there we go, there we go. It looks like that's probably the only attack that he has. Or it... There we go. We already full. So we're gonna have to sacrifice it. Oh no. That was interesting. Am I supposed to just let him cry it out or something? I guess so. And then one more. This game is weird as hell. What is going on here?
Hey, this night.
Well, crack my clay. Could it be our savior has finally come? How long your road must have been, savior? Were there more important things to do? Do you prefer to be greeted with flowers? Is it all right that we dispense with the orchestra? I hope you're not offended. That's not why I'm here. Yes, I know you're here for the coordinates of the island with the train. Did you find them? Yes. Why did you hide the coordinates from the lucky ones? Don't lecture me, alright? You only showed up 5 minutes ago, savior. And I guarded those coordinates for years, right under my belt. Do you have any idea the temptation I had to fight? I could have gotten anything for them. Anything, you understand? But I listened to our elder. I believed in her plan for the lucky ones. I waited for a real savior. And in the end, some silly old man shows up. And Ghana from Fish Island said you and I would be friends. You and I? You're even dumber than I thought. I can hear Gamma's blabbering now. We need to catch a train to the deity. Is that about right? I'm gonna be sarcastic. I wasn't listening very carefully. Then pay attention. Do you really think we'd wait for you if we could just get on the train? No, it's not that easy. The guys broke the train a long time ago. They didn't want anyone but them to get to the deity. I figured that already. Can the train be fixed? Are you really so eager to disappoint us? Yes, it can be fixed, but the Naked Lizard is not exactly an ordinary train. The guys unleashed all their magic on it, and it held firm. The only thing those barbarians managed to do was tear out 3 of its crucial parts. But the guys couldn't destroy them, so they hid the parts in different places across the breadcrumbs. Find those parts and return them to the Naked Lizard, then the train will run. Where can I find them? Our precious elder had a plan for that. The lucky plan, as she called it. She said she thought of everything, worked it all out in advance, and she prepared a role for each of us. And the elder insisted that no one should know the entire plan. Except her, of course. The only problem is that the old lady died recently. Oh my god, this is just... It's like they're sending me out for errands, man. A wild goose chase. The only problem is that the old lady died recently and that wasn't part of her plan. I double checked, she must have missed something somewhere. The lucky ones were supposed to take you straight to the lizard's heart. The lizard's heart? Yes, it's one of the 3 parts of the train. According to the legend, the lizard's heart is the engine. But since the lucky plan has gone wrong, you won't have an easy ride to the lizard's heart. And what about the other parts? I believe the lizard's eye is the train's headlights. But it's hidden away somewhere, guarded by the guides. And I don't know how to get it. You'll need a miracle. Can't you help anything at all?
Prego questa.
Oh, yes, I can. I know exactly how to find the lizard's foot. The third part of the train. And where is it?
Oh.
Not so fast, Savior. First, do what I say. You're going to the lighthouse. Got it? Waiting there. Most likely, there should be a woman. Young. You won't mistake her for anyone else. Give that woman... Yes, give that woman this bottle. Bottle of liquid. This old perfume bottle now contains a strange, viscous liquid. The seam asks the bottle be given to the young woman who lives in the lighthouse. Just don't open it. She must decide for herself. And before you give her the bottle, tell her even an elephant can draw with his trunk better than you. Just tell her those exact words.
Oh, say no
The only way to get there is through Fort Elephant Hill. I served in that fort for many years, and every day I started at the lighthouse from my barracks. I thought you were a sculptor. I thought so too when I was a kid, but my father sent me away to be a soldier. What's inside the fort? In recent years, it's been turned into some kind of laboratory. They started renovating it, bought in some strange equipment. They were trying to develop a vaccine from the dry disease. Though anyone on the breadcrumbs will tell you there's no cure for that bloody plague. Anyway, all those white coats made me feel uneasy. All their syringes, beakers, and test tubes, they make my legs buckle. That's why I quit. But right before I left, I found out the code for the new door they just installed inside the fort. Supposedly for security, but I think they were hiding something else.
Oh, no.
What could they be hiding? How should I know? You better write down the code, or do you imagine all those doors will just fly open by themselves for the savior? Jock will help you get to the fort. He's one of us too, one of the lucky ones. There he is, parking his plane nearby. Tell him I sent you and give him this coin. He'll understand. Ash pear. Okay, it's a cooking ingredient. So you could cook in this game. I guess you get like certain items that will give you like properties or whatever. So that's interesting. Grows in the land stricken by wildfire. Dirty gray on the outside and inside bitter and warm. Like ash that still remembers the flame. Okay. The Beast Gambit. Treasure. No one ever plays the Beast Gambit for fun. Winners leave as wealthy men, losers as cripples. The game begins with whoever is the first to catch the lid's gaze. Oh god, more talking. Nassim sent me.
Souvent, les signor.
I know, the French have a highly refined intuition. I'm French, by the way. Nassim asked me to give you a coin.
Il passe, tout va.
Very good. He didn't forget this time. It looks like I can save up for the new cologne after all.
Talema.
Tell me, my friend, but tell me honestly, were you tempted to keep the coin for yourself?
Come,
Excuse me, but as a Frenchman, this is difficult for me to understand. I am a man incessantly visited by temptations. And speaking for myself, life is too short not to indulge them.
Enough talking. We've
Thank
got a
you.
mission to do.
Thank you.
Oh.
Enough goddamn
Have
talking.
you already figured out what Goldman's mission is?
Well, sort of. The train looks like a big lizard, and we want it to move. But first, we need to do a lot of things. And fly to that fort with the funny name. Something like the boot, or the shoe?
Try to remember it yourself.
I'm not stupid.
The hell's
It's
she
all the
speaking to a
pills.
therapist?
You were green again today. When I take the green ones, I can't think of anything. I just want to sleep all the time.
Remember what Dr. Gilbert said about the green pills. You must not sleep for 8 hours after you take them. Now, try to pay attention. Maybe we can look at the map and remember together what that fort is called.
There's no fort on the map, and looking at it makes me want to sleep even more. It's like someone drew it with a pencil.
You like drawings.
Drawings like yours, with lots of colors, and everything looks it looks real. And you know, everything seems to move. Like if you look at it for long enough.
Oh, you mean a map like Monsieur Jacques has?
Monsieur Jacques? You mean that guy with the mustache? Does he have a map? Why doesn't he show us?
Because you interrupted him?
I didn't interrupt anything. I'm listening.
Oh my god. Why couldn't the entire thing be voiced? That's one thing I gotta give it to AAA titles. Like, their games are voiced. And I don't have a problem like reading, but since I'm like, you know, reading aloud to you guys, it does get a little bit tiring. So yeah, that's why. But that's the only reason why. Like, you know. But let us not delay with idle chatter. Monsieur Jacques is at your service. I need the elephant heel for it.
Para miniatura.
Nothing could be easier now that you have your own personal pilot. Then let's
Au
fly.
devenir.
Yes, yes, mon chéri. But just one moment. Do you see that flag? Wherever you may roam, you find a flag like that, and I shall fly to collect you anywhere on the map. By the way, throw away that pathetic scrawl you call a map, and feast your eyes upon Monsieur Jacques' masterpiece. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that definitely is nice. How about that? Now, this is what I call a map, right? Not bad. Let's get down to business.
Memagno.
By all means, the lucky ones have a detailed plan, mon chéri. To begin with, will help you obtain the lizard's heart. The part is hidden somewhere inside the giant clay statues known as the Grossmans. By the way, they were built by one of the Sims' ancestors. Can you imagine? And to get inside the Grossmans, you'll need the Serpent's Glow from the Temple of Asmodeus. Just don't ask me what it is. I try to get away from anything magical. You better talk to the archaeologist Howard Hope. Using the Serpent's Glow was his idea. It seems he recently went on another of his usual excavations. Oh, I almost forgot. You can travel to the Temple of Asmodeus by sleigh with Hannah. He knows the way the best. But Monsieur Jacques is rambling again. You wanted to get the elephant's heel fort as swiftly as possible, right? Then just give the order and we'll set off immediately.
Sescamari.
Man, allergies are so annoying. Opera mushroom, cooking ingredient. Sings in a captivating mezzo-soprano voice when boiled in hot water. Don't like opera? Add a spoonful of honey to soothe the mushroom's throat shut. Gives soup a mild tingle, like cheerful bubbles bursting on a numb tongue. Okay, so I don't know who was like telling me to go into the tunnel. They're not there. Fort map. Oh my god. So they got some Metroidvania elements within this game too. I thought it was gonna be like a simple platformer, but clearly it's way more complex than that. Okay, I see what I gotta do. Elephant, the patchwork elephant. A toy that doesn't hide its wounds. Okay. Excerpt from Olivia Klein's diary. I slept more in my first week at Professor Mengard's fort than I have all year at Father's house. It's so strange. This place is always so busy with noise, and yet I feel calm. The professor is building his laboratories in the former barracks, complete with stucco and columns. And I've discovered I rather like the combination. What would father say? He'd probably just snort disapprovingly as always. A grandfather's tasteless abomination. Well, he is our great sculptor after all. He doesn't mince his words. He certainly never minced them where I was concerned. Lest I forget, God forbid, that my life is no more than an annoying blemish on his blueprint. Nawara, welcome in, welcome in. Hello. Professor Mengar also has plenty of blueprints, but rather than consult his papers, it seems he prefers to discuss his plans with an empty chair. Perhaps he's not entirely well. but it's none of my business as long as he's able to grant my favor. So all that remains is to tell him why I've really come. I intended to talk to him on the very first day, but even now I've yet to muster the courage. Am I afraid he'll refuse, but that he'll agree, and then there will be no turning back. All right, enough. Tomorrow I'll talk to him tomorrow. This is giving me like Castlevania vibes. How it just zooms out. Oh!
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean he smashed?
What do you think? He fell from a great height.
Yeah, but he couldn't have... did he really die?
I imagine he was crushed to a pulp. Do you think they'll ever find his body?
Mom!
Okay. I was just making sure you were paying attention.
Yo, I don't know what's going on with this game. It's so weird. I'm getting all this gold, but I don't know what to do with it. I guess it's currency for things in the future. I don't like the fact that the coins sprout the way that they do, and not all of them are accessible. Shard of the Turquoise Path, a fragment of an ancient map to the legendary treasure of the breadcrumbs. Each piece is useless on its own. Only together will they reveal the Turquoise Path, which is not so much a route, but a great trial. Okay. Understood. Okay, you can't drop down like in on Metroidvania. Like when you press down and then jump to go through the floor. Can't do that. At least not in this area. Jaws of Wisdom. A ceremonial object passed down through generations of the archipelago elders. An elder wears a jaw of wisdom when her words must sound particularly convincing. Okay. Professor Mengert's notes. What do you see in these blueprints? Lines? Stones? No. Look deeper. Feast your eyes on pure physiology. What happens to the royal python before it sheds its skin? The eyes cloud over, and lymph accumulates under the scales to detach the dead tissue. The fort is the same as the snake. These renovations are its chance to shed its old skin and reveal one continuous, all-powerful muscle. And I shall be the brain sending its signals. If only people were so simple. I hired a new nurse for the dry disease ward. It seemed she wasn't very interested in the work. Rather, she meant to hide here from the outside world. She has an interesting face, like a statue. But a week passed, and the statue suddenly spoke. She asked for a favor, if such an innocent word could describe something so monstrous. It's kind of sounding like the story is intermingling with, like, the narrators who's, like, telling it. I don't know. It's I mean, it is a demo, so one can only speculate until the actual game comes out and we figure out, like, what the hell is going on. But yeah, it's a mystery. I jumped way too soon. Excerpt from Olivia Klein's diary. I had that talk with Professor Menger. I meant to get straight to the point, calmly, succinctly, just that I'd rehearsed 100 times, but suddenly I found myself unreservedly telling him absolutely everything. It was as if I'd burst. It turns out I really needed this, for someone to listen without interrupting me with lectures about Klein's precious fire, which under no circumstances should be snuffed out on my account. But the professor really listened. He didn't mutter to himself or glance at the reflection in the window. It seemed even though the mask and goggles on his face, I saw something resembling compassion. But when the time came to bring up the favor, I still clung to the world I prepared in advance sterilization. For some reason, I thought the professor would prefer a scientific detachment. It seems I was mistaken. So here's my guess, right? Here's my speculation. I think the game correlates, like, similar to Alice Madness, right? So I think, based upon what's going on, someone set a fire to whatever place it was, and they're feeling super responsible for it, and then the person who's narrating the story is the mother of one of the victims who almost got burned. That's my guess. And then because of this, she has, like, some psychiatric meltdown or whatever, some psychological breakdown or something. I don't know. That's just my guess. Or the person whose mother is narrating the story, the child is probably the one who caused the fire. I don't know.
I think I've heard that word before.
Which one?
Sterilization. From the nurses in the hall. They were talking about something and laughing.
Laughing?
What does it mean?
There is nothing funny about it. It means that...
The woman doesn't want to have children, right?
It seems that way.
Never ever? What if she changes her mind?
Seems she's determined.
Are there lots of people like that?
Like what?
Who don't like children?
She doesn't... That's not it, Alter.
What is it then?
I'm sure she likes children. It's just that some people, not all people, but some people, they. I guess you could say they don't want to.
Ruin their life?
Alder, please.
I remember what you.
I apologized 100 times, 1,000 times. Didn't you promise to forget about it?
I promised.
You remember what you promised, right?
Yeah, I remember what I promised.
Good then.
I don't know, guys. I'm stumped. I'm stumped as to like. What's the story? Damn, bro, I'm trying to see an old man platform, not here trauma dump, or not what, or not what, the kid. That's funny. You will accept this trauma dump while this old man is is going on his adventure. Oh, okay, now I can sprint. Okay. Am I getting these skills from these fireflies, these dragonflies, or whatever the hell? Yeah, it's dragonflies. Or did I always know these skills? Are you kidding me? Like, I don't need an... See, this is what annoys me, right? This is what really annoys me. Like, I don't like the fact that games are being so informative when it comes to just applying some slight logic to things, right? So, in the beginning of this game, this demo, I figured out that A is jump, right? Momentarily, I just figured out that I can sprint, or I just acquired the skill of sprinting. So, is this necessary? Like, do we really need this part of the game to instruct us on how to run and jump at the same time? Like, even, let's say I was new to games. Let's say I'm someone who's never touched a game before. I still would think that this wouldn't be a necessary thing to put into the game, because I just apply whatever previous knowledge I've acquired about the game, such as, oh, A is to jump. Okay. Right trigger is to sprint. I see a big gap that I can't jump across with just a regular jump. What if I just try running and then jumping. Like, I just don't understand why we need so much instructions in video games. Like, we really don't need this. They're starting to take away one of the main reasons as to why I play video games, and that's because I like problem solving. You know, I want to increase my critical thinking when it comes to playing games, like when I play games. Super Mario did it so easy, like for the Super Nintendo, I mean for the regular Nintendo, right? A was to jump, you hold B to run as you move. You find out that the enemies hurt you if they touch you. Then you jump on their head and you figure like, oh, okay, so I can defeat them by jumping on their head. And then from there, it's like, let me try jumping on this enemy head. Oh wait, you can't because you end up dying. All right, so I know to avoid jumping on their head. Even though you would have figured that out because you see the spikes on the enemies that you can't jump on their head. Like, come on, guys. Like, come on. I need you guys to stop parenting us when it comes to these video games. Like, this is unnecessary. This is really unnecessary. And it just annoyed me. I don't know if it annoys you guys, but it annoys me. Much like in the AAA titles, you know, the few in which that I enjoy, such as Horizon, like, we don't need the character to monologue about her solving a problem or a puzzle that I come across. I can do that. I'm supposed to be the avatar, like the character is supposed to be the avatar of me, right? I'm supposed to be able to control the character and conduct the investigation on how to resolve the issue. I don't need the monologue of, oh, what is that shiny object in the distance? I wonder if I connect this wire to the next one. I don't need that. Now, if you're monologuing about a story, about a character that you came across, and the main character, the person you play as, decides to just have that discussion amongst themselves, like how to handle them or how to, like, absorbing the information pertaining to the dialogue that they had, fine. But I don't need this long-winded explanation of, oh, long jump. This is how you long jump. This is how you... Like, come on. Look at the ladder. This is how you climb. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? But anyways, I kind of went off on a tangent there. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, like for example, right here. Let's say I was a new gamer. Like, oh man, what do you know? I can't make the jump. Let's try this again. Hold on, I just learned that I can run, so maybe I can run and jump at the same time. Would you look at that? Oh, it's so simple. Oh yeah, I forgot. See, look at that part right there. And now that's what I like. So you taught me how to run. You gave an example of what I can do when it comes to a long jump. Then you gave me an example of sometimes the long jump isn't effective, that you'll have to figure out other ways to get across. So I tried the long jump. I didn't make the distance. Then I looked at the objects around me and was like, wait a minute, I can use the lesson that I learned in the beginning of the game to jump on those items to get me across. That is perfect game design. We did not need the explanation of learning how to run and jump. Come on, man, let us figure out stuff on our own. Starry-eyed moss, cooking ingredient. A spice that grows in places that the starry-eyed had to flee because of humans. Okay, so there's definitely gonna be some revisiting of areas in the future. I really hope there's a skill that like allows me to get coins from afar, like some type of magnetized skill. Speaking of skills, so like I got a new cane ability, Impulse Shaft. The flexible shaft has been covered with mysterious carvings. It can now generate an impulse that triggers special springs. Okay. With an impulse shaft, jumping on special springs will propel you high into the air. Okay. Oh, they talking about this. Okay. I'm fine with a one-time explanation of a mechanic because this may be a 100th platformer, but it could also be someone's first platformer. No. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with an explanation of a mechanic. Like, I get that. But at least give the gamer, the player, to apply that knowledge. Like, I think it's common sense to know that if you see something within which is a distance that you're not accustomed to jumping throughout the game that you've been playing and you just acquired a skill, to me, logically, I would assume to utilize the skill that I just acquired to run and then jump. I don't know. There could be a bias because like I've been playing games for a long time, so I know like these things instinctively. But honestly, I think that is common sense. I think that is common sense, personally. You know, like them explaining the new ability that I just got, completely understandable, because it's like, okay, well, what the hell does it do? I don't know. But given the space that they gave me to work around, like, okay, I just found this new thing for the cane, right? There's no way for me to get to this side. There's no way for me to get to this side. I don't see anything to hang off of. I tried jumping on this thing. Nothing's happening. Oh, let me try using the cane. Boom. And it's like, I don't know. I think games are all about experimentation and trying to figure out things on your own. And again, it could be a bias because I've been playing games for quite a while, for quite some time. Back when games weren't as descriptive, so there could be a bias, and games are a lot more complex now as opposed to back then. But it's like, I don't know. I just think that there are instances where the instructions feel a bit excessive. Okay, so I heard the tail end of that because either you or Twitch changed the ad breaks, so I get an ad every hour now, and it decided to give me an ad when you were answering. Oh god. Okay, so what I was essentially saying is that I'm okay with games giving explanations pertaining to like how to proceed with certain things. But there are some games that overly do it. Like, they do it excessively. For example, in my opinion, the whole run and jump sequence, right? Now, I was also saying that there could be a bias because I have been playing games for quite a while, as you know, you have as well. So, you know, it could be a bias where I know how to do these things instinctively and I know how to apply certain like logic, because most of that logic is transferable through and through different games, right? Like if you played Zelda, you know that there's certain ways to look at a room instinctively to understand, like, okay, this is how I solved that puzzle. This is how I solved this puzzle. You know, like for example, the lamps be out or whatever. So you instinctively know I gotta light them all up because because the lights are out, and that will probably open the door. Or the trope that Zelda does is once you get an item within a dungeon, chances are 60% of solving the remainder of the dungeon is utilizing that item that you acquired, or defeating that boss. There has to be some form of utilization of that item, and you just know that just by playing Zelda. If you play Zelda for the first time, you don't know. You have to like play quite a few Zeldas to like really understand that correlation. But when it just comes to just applying basic logic, I feel like some games do it excessively. Like the whole run and jump thing. You taught me how to run, right? And I've been utilizing jump this entire game. So why not give me the chance to like utilize the run feature and then attempt to jump? I don't know. Again, maybe I'm just being biased. But I think that these games should give people a little more grace in resolving some of these problems within the game. Especially considering that we grew up on games that didn't give you as much instructions as they're doing now. I feel like it's becoming to the point of like hand holding. So I don't know. Pelican's Maw, treasure. According to legend, these scissors were used to cut the umbilical cord of the very deity of Archipelago. Ever since, every mother's dreamed that her child will glimpse at least a glimmer of their blades. Yeah, and I don't know if you caught this part, Telly, but I was saying, like, I just got the skill to be able to extend my jump on certain objects or whatever. So they gave me the instructions on what it can do, and I'm like, okay, so logically, I can't do anything here. I can't do anything on the other side, so it's not working. I stand on this and it does nothing. Let me try using it, and it works. You know, I think a part of the gaming adventure to me is experimentation, like just learning. And if there are people who struggle, because let's be for real, there are people out there who struggle when it comes to games, you know, and I'm not speaking to them in terms of that, because, you know, the learning curve can be different for each person, right? So if you're going to implement that feature of allowing us to, you know, of providing instructions, give us the option of being able to turn it off. Well, some games do handhold a lot, but I don't feel this one is so bad. They just gave you the one-time explanation about the jump, and then right after, you had newfound knowledge to put to the test. Oh yeah. I'm not saying, okay, so I'm not saying that this game is excessive with it. It just triggered me, because it's like, oh my god, I just want to figure it out on my own, you know. No, this game definitely doesn't do it as excessive as other games. But it was just triggering, because it was like, oh my god, something as simple, which again, looking back at it, it could be different for other people, but something is, my thought process was something as simple as applying running and jumping. Like, you guys had to tell me that. But yeah, this is definitely, it's not excessive with this game. Absolutely not. Like, I'd be disingenuous if I was like, oh yeah, this game has constant hand holding and yada yada yada. No, absolutely. Well, this demo. This is the actual game. This is the demo. Take fall damage? Okay, it doesn't appear to be the case. Okay. Standing long jump. To perform standing long jump, hold down right trigger and simultaneously press L and A. See, now this makes sense because I'm like, yo, how would I make the jump from just standing still? I just think I think it's just you personally have legacy knowledge, so you know, so you find it a bit much when they explain something you've done a million times. Trust me, I've been told I can trigger a preemptive strike if I hit an enemy in the back with my sword in dozens of RPGs. Yeah, but I think that's more of a plausible explanation, right? Because yeah, I think that's more of a plausible explanation, right? I don't think anybody is really thinking that far ahead unless you're a gamer. Like, okay, if I hit the enemy from behind, that means I'll deal extra damage. As opposed to like a platformer where it's like running and jumping. You know, I think that's like I think it's a bit different. Because you learn that at a young age. Like the kids just running, and then they jump. Or they try to run as fast as they can and then jump. I don't know. I just... maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just, overthinking the thought process into, like, something that some people may or may not understand. That could be the case. I'll use it. Okay, so when they hit the corners or when they hit something, that's when it triggers. It looks like. Or when they see me from below. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh. That debunked my theory. Oh, this gotta extend my health. Azure Crown, a rare pomegranate that only grows at the foot of the diamond tree. People believe it devours fallen diamonds and absorbs their power like icy glass to the touch. When bitten, it crumbles into burning sparks. This pomegranate permanently increases your health. See? Now this, I don't think anybody would know. But I just instinctively thought that it was a health extension because of, the look of it and how shiny it was and just my prior knowledge of gaming. Wings of Balance. A one-winged bird hangs suspended between flying and falling. Give it this feather and release it from the stony cage. Okay. Yeah, that I see that, of course. Yep. I see that legacy knowledge. Is that what I had to give the bird? Okay, so it is when they hit. Okay. Harpnet. Treasure. A unique musical instrument. Part harp, part clarinet. A harpnet is used in the archipelago for ceremonies of reconciliation with the sea. Its melodies can both calm a raging storm and conjure a new one. Are those in the foreground or the background? Okay, they look like they're in the foreground. Well, this one looks like it's in the foreground. The other one is in the background. What? How did I fall and not hook onto that item? Okay. I didn't run. I'm so greedy for these damn items. I lost mad money. Every time you die, I think you lose money. Creeping Mint. Tries to crawl off the plate unless seasoned with starry-eyed moss. At first, it burns the tongue and irritates the palate, but after a few seconds, the taste of any dish it seasons become incredibly rich and vibrant. That sounds disgusting. Oh, fall in. Oh, damn. That was horrific. Guess I'm supposed to get out. how they just maybe electrocute him like that. That is so grimy. I don't remember what the code was. Or did I even get a code? Oh, 4860.
I knew it! I knew it! He tricked us!
Who?
Nassim, that sculptor! I knew right away we couldn't trust him. He was rude and obviously angry about something. And then he lied and gave Goldman the wrong code on purpose.
We don't know that, Alter. Maybe Nassim was mistaken, or maybe he was lied to. Let's just wait and see.
What's there to see? We already know it was the wrong code.
Even if he did lie, maybe he felt he had to.
He had to lie?
Sometimes adults think the truth could ruin things, so they don't know how to explain things honestly.
So, what? That's a good thing?
I'm not saying that it's good. I'm just saying that sometimes I understand it. So let's...
Yeah. Let's wait and see what happens. But if he lied to us for no reason, then we need to punish him. That's only fair, right?
Yes. That would be fair.
Pat Cosmios, what's going on? Welcome in. Do you think AEK can win the championship, the Champion League? I'm sorry, who's AEK? Pardon my ignorance. Oh, this pretty much was a straight line.
Souvent, les signor.
I say you've ventured deep into the fort. Certainly further than the seemed sand golems. None have ever managed to reach the shore. The best football club in Greece. They are on a crazy run at the moment. Oh, nice. I had no idea. That's what's up. I guess they may win. Given how much praise you gave them, I have no idea, to be honest with you. But welcome in. Certainly further than the seam sand golems. None has ever managed to reach the shore. Well, you saw what they're like. Why does Nassim keep sending them that?
Mille pas, c'est tout.
He has no other choice. The poor fellow has tried everything. What's up, bro? Interesting game. What's it about? So, I have no idea what it's about, or Alex. This is a demo of a game that I've been looking at for quite some time. It's called The Eternal Life of Goldman. It's like a platformer with some Metroidvania elements to some degree. It's pretty cool. You play as this old guy out on an adventure, and there's this narrator and her daughter who are conversing as you go through like the different parts of the game. So it seems to be like some type of story that's being told right now. He has no other choice. The poor fellow has tried everything. First he tried to break into the fort himself, but his back couldn't take it. Then he hired some mercenaries, but they only took the deposit and disappeared. He even persuaded me to fly there as a special favor to a friend. Tried to land right on the roof, but the air currents nearly ground me to dust. Professor Menger might be crazy, but he designed one hell of a security system. Okay. Anyway, now Nassim makes sand golems. I don't even know how many have already perished on approach to the island. 200 or 300 at least. It sounds great. Oh, it's a really good game. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying the demo so far. I can't wait till the actual game comes out. It's a lot of dialogue though, but if you're not streaming it and you're just reading what they're saying, pretty good. It's doubtful Nassim still believes in this venture, otherwise he wouldn't send you to the fort. Why does Nassim want to get into the fort so badly?
Come on.
His daughter lives in the fort's lighthouse. Is Menger holding her there by force? I will tell you this, my friend. For me, this is the altitude where the oxygen runs out. If I start talking about it, immediately I cannot breathe. Nassim asked me to give her a small bottle. I know, mon chéri, I know. What's in it? Certainly not Chateau Margaux. Let's just say it's special cargo, and there's a rule in this business. The less you know about the cargo, the easier it is to take off. You'll understand all this later. By the way, mon chéri, have you heard the lucky ones have rented a room for you in the village? The interior is a little decadent, but there's a reliable radio there. Do you have coordinates to the naked lizard? Yes. Tres magnifique. The entity's numbers into the radio, and the Lost Island with the train will appear on Monsieur Jacques map. How much will the rent cost me? Do you have keys to the room? Oh, don't worry. The lucky ones paid for everything long in advance. I wouldn't want you to boast, but my own contribution was the most significant. I wouldn't want to boast, excuse me. Do you have the keys to the room? Excusez-moi, but I'm a pilot, not a concierge. The keys are with old Hetty. She'll help you settle in. Have you heard the news? Sony has closed the studio that dealt with Demon Souls, etc. What for? What's in Sony's head? You're kidding me. Are you talking about Blue Point? Who did the Demon Souls remake, or are you talking about the original Demon Souls? Because I did not hear anything about any studio being closed. If it's Blue Point, Sony is stupid. That would be crazy if it's Blue Point. You gotta be kidding me. So they're closing down Blue Point, a group that's exceptional at making remakes of games, and they didn't put them on the project of the God of War trilogy. Yeah, Sony is dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb.
포타라이, 포타라이.
At last, my long-awaited tenant. As promised, your room is available and clean. There is more trace of the previous tenants. They caused me so much stress with their funerals. And I can't get stressed. I need to live to be 100 years old. I've calculated everything. If I live long, I'll have enough time to save up before you take into breadcrumbs deity. So can I check in? Yes, here's your key. The key to your room. Haiti has prepared a room for you in her house on Fish Island. Try not to break anything. The lucky ones paid a substantial deposit. There's only one small detail. You can't keep more than 1,000 tides in your room. Why? I know you're new here, but I don't want to scare you. But as you've already realized, the breadcrumbs is a special place. I've seen it firsthand. Greedy creatures constantly swarming around us. They're invisible to the naked eye, but day and night the creatures prowl and search for other people's tides that have been left unguarded. Oh, I've been talking too much. That always happens to me in pleasant company. Go ahead and check in. That's crazy. I don't know why. Why would they close up Blue Point? What was their stupid reason behind doing that? Sony decided to release Concord 6 under the name Horizon of Something, but not to remaster remake Bloodborne. Concord is coming back? They're making another Concord? Okay. Try again. I'm gonna just take a picture because I don't have time. Let's take a picture. A nice little picture here. There we go. Oh, I wasn't supposed to hit that one? Okay. Just the circles? I mean, I don't know if Blue Point would be good for God of War, and not that I'm a big God of War super fan, but I feel that remake is going to be raked across the coals. If you think you're getting mini games where you're banking chicks to get out back in 2026 for disappointment. You're probably right, Toby. You're probably right. Or you never know. They probably might keep the same energy. Who knows, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. You know, I'm not going crazy over it. So. One, two. Oh my God! I missed it. But I hear you though. I hear you. There's gonna be a lot of politicking in that game. One, two. Please let me hit all of them already. Come on. Oh, okay, I'm about to say. Good. Remember the location by the small dots. Yeah, that's what I was doing, but, you know, I kind of kept getting distracted. Like, I took a picture of it. I just kept missing it by a little. Okay, we got a new area. They said I could leave 1,000. What's the... Wait, what the hell? The most I could leave is 350? I thought they said 1,000. Follow the dog. Stop. What's all this? Why is that dog without a muzzle? It's not my dog.
Who's that?
Then why are you following him? Ah, so you're a comedian. Well, listen here, comedian. If I find out that dog is yours, I'll see that you're punished. The rules are the same for everyone. Yeah, it is a really beautiful atmosphere. The game is beautifully crafted, well drawn. Like it's nice. It's really nice.
Fiscano.
Well, for example, that you should stop playing when the demo version ends. Oh my God. Don't remind me. The demo version is over? I didn't know.
Ascarto.
You all say that. You think it's just fun and games. It's because of irresponsible people like you that entire villages burn to the ground. The demo's over. That's it, period. Okay, I'm sorry. Are you kidding me? That's it? When is it coming out? Are we gonna get a release date for this game? Yo, look at the background. Like, look at the environment. What the hell? Is that a hippo getting tortured? Yo. can't wait till this game drop. Can we please get a date? Thanks for playing the demo to the end. We hope you enjoyed it. This is only the very beginning of a great adventure, filled with light, darkness, drama, laughs, and wild variation. We've been working on every detail of this game for 9 years, and we have plenty more surprises in store for you. I can see 9 years is a long time. Like, depending upon how big the team is, which I don't think is big at all, it could take 9 years to make this game. And everything seems to be hand drawn, and it probably has like a little computerization to it, but very minimum, just to, like, I guess essentially put the inputs in and whatnot. I could be wrong, but it's a beautiful game, and I enjoyed it. I think you should buy it at the release and go through it. Oh yeah, I plan to. When this game is a day one buy. I've been monitoring this game since first quarter of last year. I had this game on my wish list for a long time, and we just now got a demo for it, so I'm really excited. Hollow Knight with her grandfather. That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. That sucks. I can't believe that the demo is done. Let me see. Does the wish list tells you how long? Let me see if the wish list tells you like how long. Let's go to wish list here. I think it was the first. Let me see. Did I pass it? Because I know I have it wish list. Oh my God. Do you see the date on that? Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Nope. Can't zoom in. I thought it was the first quarter of last year. I had this in my wish list since September 28th of 2024. That's how long I had this game on my wish list. I've been eyeballing this game since September when I first seen it. I want to pick up this game so bad. Another game I want to pick up is Threads of Time. Now, I know I was supposed to get into Ghost of Yote, but I don't have enough time, so we're just going to go to Threads of Time. Looks like not anytime soon. Yeah, it still says coming soon. But at least we got a demo, so I'm still hopeful about it. Now, this game, Telly, I think you would like. I like it. I like the aesthetic. It's an RPG. It's in a 2.5D format. Hopefully, I can play the video for you. I've been eyeballing this video, this game as well. It gives me like Octopath meets Golden Sun vibes. Like, this game is amazing. I want this game so bad. So bad. It's beautiful. It went back to its roots in terms of turn-based. The transition between the animations and the gameplay is just amazing. I want to get this game.
Remake history.
I can't wait. Threads of Time. I can't wait. Yeah, so that's...
Welcome to the end, hero.
Oh,
When
they got a
would
new
you
trailer.
like to begin? What fate awaits your past? And what future will you uncover?
Oh, I didn't even think of Breath of Fire. I thought about Octopath and Golden Sun. I could see Breath of Fire. I could definitely see that. I didn't even see any of this gameplay. Wow, this got to be a new video.
Prepare to remake history.
Oh, they got their little Final Fantasy little logo inspired thing going on. I see that. I see that. Oh man, this game is freaking beautiful. Like, I love the pixel art. I love the transition between the gameplay and the animation. I love the environment design. I love the 2.5D format, because I think the first time I got introduced to that format, from what I recollect, was Golden Sun in terms of RPG, the 2.5D format. But they did it not only for the fight sequences, but they also did it for the environment as well, which is really cool. I love the vibrant colors. Like, it's, yo, I'm this game is gonna be day one, and it's probably gonna be, if I don't stream any RPGs beforehand, it's probably gonna be the first RPG I stream. The very first one. Well, no, actually, I streamed Monster Hunter Stories. That was the first game I've ever streamed on Twitch. So, yeah, like, this game is amazing. Pretty solid stuff. See if I could go back here now. What else was another game that I was waiting for? Like, I'm not... The add to cart ones, they're available. Just haven't gotten around to buying them. This game, Shadow of Chroma Tower, I don't remember why I liked it. I don't remember what it is, honestly. But it's okay, I see it now. It's like a dungeon crawler type deal. And it's a little weird looking, so I figured let me wishlist it. Maybe it'll be something that I can play on stream. Shadows of Chroma Tower. Pretty interesting looking game. Okay, what else? Oh, this looked interesting too. Yasuke, a Lost Descendant. I saw this game. I was like,
do
oh,
you
this
really
is
need to
dope.
turn this into an arena, Tanaka?
Listen to the roar of the crowd, Mia! The people, they love me!
You mean the crowd that you recorded yourself?
Can't hear ya! That's enough warming up! Time to show my style! Let's go!
No, actually, this was the game that I need to see more of. Yeah, this was the game I needed to see more of. I wishlisted, but I needed to see more of it. Very combo heavy.
Even if we're not yet strong enough for Oda, this is still our step forward. So I would like someone like you
Oh, Alpha Stream demo out now. I didn't know there was a demo. Wow. Okay. That's cool. I demoed Yasha the Demon Blade. It's pretty much a roguelike game. With isometric view. Pretty interesting game to play. I enjoyed it. Steel Hunters, I have not played it yet. Edge of Edge of Memories look good too. It's another RPG.
The Archelites. They released the corrosion upon the planet. A ravening blight that would slowly turn everything it touched into nightmarish caricatures of themselves. We eventually won the war, but the corrosion remained. No one prays for salvation. They only yearn for a swift, painless death. But this time, the gods are silent. Only mankind remains. What did you do to me?
Nothing that you couldn't do before.
Look at you. A child playing at greater things.
A black beast. So that's who I am now.
Seems like it has a very cliche storyline.
This is the
but
corrosion's only
action RPG. It
to
looks
gather and
interesting.
grow, to unite its corruption into one putrid mass and create the biggest, baddest, and ugliest of monsters. What price would be acceptable to pay in order to rid the world of the corrosion?
Yeah, that one was aight. Yeah, so I have a lot of stuff on my wish list. A lot of stuff. Oh, Ill was one too. Let me just show you guys. Ayokaki, I guess you could call it. If you're into, like, I think it's side scroller or Metroidvania style games, retro style, I think this you would like when it comes out. It reminds me a lot of the Messenger. For those of you who've played that game. I wonder if it's the same people. Like, the HUD looked the same. The character design looks similar. Oh no, it's not the same people. Not the same people. And I think the last one I'm gonna show you guys is Ill. Like, Ill is a game that I would definitely be picking up to play in October for, like, the Halloween themed. Like, it looks really good. Yo, this game looks serious. He kicked the baby. I didn't remember that part. I did not remember that part. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So let me go back to the intermission screen and close out. Oh man, this looks gory as hell. I like it. I know, Telly. I know this game looks amazing. And it looks scary. It looks like it has just enough action, just enough fear factor, just enough grotesqueness. Like the game is a perfect ensemble of what I would like to play for Halloween, for like October or whatever. It looks really nice. I don't even know how long I had that wish list for, but I've been eyeballing that for quite some time too. So there's a lot of great games coming out on Steam. A lot of, I guess, indie studios, because I've never heard of Team Clout before, so I'm guessing they're indie or whatever. So despite what's happening with the AAA titles and like the studios that are being closed down, because I don't know why they would close down Bluepoint. Like, they did a phenomenal job with Shadow of the Colossus. They did a phenomenal job with Demon Souls. So I don't know why they're being closed down. I don't know why Sony is sunsetting them, but hopefully, in the unlikelihood, hopefully Sony has a plan. I'm not really sure, given the track record of this current generation of games. I don't know. I really can't say, because there isn't a lot of exclusives for the PS5 currently. Some of that may be attributed to COVID, 2020 or whatever, but we've had 6 years to recover, and the library of games for the PS5 is not vast at all. Like, it's pretty small. It's pretty minimal. I would have loved it to be more. I hear that they're in the talks about a PS6. I don't know how true that is, but I think given the current power of the PS5 and given the lack of content that they have for that console, I think they should continue to produce games for it, because the system itself isn't bad. It's just they don't have enough games for it, in my opinion. Yeah, their plan is to run Horizon into the ground and then probably go back to The Last of Us. I mean, okay. I love Horizon. I really do. I don't like the trajectory in which where the story is going. Because now it seems like there's people out of space who's going to like fight them, and they're trying to take over the planet. That's the last I recall from the Forbidden West. Zero Dawn was good. But honestly, yeah, I don't think they. I don't know what they're doing. Honestly, I don't know what they're doing with Last of Us. I mean, with Horizon. As for The Last of Us, I think that they should. If they are gonna beat it to the ground, if they are gonna beat a dead horse when it comes to Last of Us, what they should have done was do what they did with Resistance, where the first 2 games you played as Nathan Hale. And for those of you who don't know Resistance, you guys should check it out. If you're into first-person shooters, I think Resistance is an awesome game that resides on the PS3. The first 2 games were about Nathan Hale, who was infected by whatever alien virus it was. I don't remember what the name of it is at this time. But anyways, he was infected, and he was fighting the war. And then in the end of the second one, he ended up dying. The third one, they had another character, and the one on the PS Vita, they had another character too. I believe he was a fireman or something. So I think what Last of Us should do is they should take the story from different characters and share their perspective. Like, that's what I think they should do. If they encounter Ellie, whatever, fine, because you know she is the cure for mankind, or whatever. But I think if you just had a story about, like, maybe playing from the bad guy role, I don't know. Well, that YouTube chatter mentioned the New Horizon spin-off game that's coming out. It's multiplayer style Monster Hunter-like game. Boy. Our style is nothing like the mainline games. That's so... Oh my god, that's so dumb. That is so dumb. I don't know what Sony is doing. Sony has so many studios. What's going on, Kong? Why the long face? Because first of all, I've been told bad news that Blue Point is closing. I just found that out today. And I'm just upset with what the hell Sony is doing, man. Like, I was just having a discussion about if they're gonna run Horizon and Last of Us down to the ground, it needs to be about different characters, you know, or whatever. Well, not Horizon, more so Last of Us, like what they did with Resistance. So I don't know. That very disappointing news. That's okay. That's fine. Because if they don't produce anything good, that's why I have games that I'm looking forward to, like Ill. And I have Ill here. I have Aokaki or whatever. You know, Edge of Memories. I got games that are coming out that seem to look decent. Especially the one I'm really looking forward to is these two. The Eternal Life of Goldman and Ayo Cookie. Ayo Kaki. Yeah, I don't know. At Threads of Time. I'll play it for you to see what it's I think it might be right up your alley, Kong. This game here. This is Kong Slump. Well, I'm here for it, because I'm definitely picking up this game. It reminds me of The Messenger. Yeah, so that's the game I was talking about. But yeah, I got a lot of decent games coming out that, you know, I mean, it says Q2 of 2026, so that's much better than The Eternal Life of Goldman. Which, Kong, I don't know if you know, The Eternal Life of Goldman has a demo, which I just played. You should check it out. I think you'll like it. A lot of dialogue, but you're not you're not like reading it in terms of, well, I'm sure you probably won't even care about the dialogue or whatever. But I'm saying, like, since you're not streaming it and talking and reading along or aloud, I think you'll be able to deal with that. Oh, I forgot about Ender Magnolia. I am not going to buy it on Steam because I did see in Play Asia that they have physical copies of this game. So I'm gonna buy a physical copy when I get the chance for Ender Magnolia. Yeah, so they have a lot of decent games that are coming out on Steam. Oh, this game too, Withering Rooms, I needed to pick up. This is gonna be another Halloween game I play.
Is any of this real?
Nightingale.
The walls are dripping with blood.
This is my dream. Yeah, it does seem that way.
I won't let you destroy all of this.
Oh yeah, it is available now. I just haven't bought it. Yeah, okay. I'm about to say, it's out already?
A new friend.
What are my plans for the future in regards to what, Oralix? In regards to like streaming?
The walls are dripping with blood.
Oh yeah, that's right, the room shift.
Wretched child.
Oh my god, it's so creepy. So creepy. I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna pick this up closer to like October or whenever they have a sale or whatever. I'm looking at the background. I'm goofing off your collection. Oh my goodness, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. No, I think it's gonna be really good, and the fact that the rooms change as you explore the mansion, or I guess it's kind of like one of those roguelike elements where things tend to change as you play a new game. I'm not really sure, but it looks really good, really good. You looking at my collection? Yeah, I need to start like showcasing them, Oralix. Like I need to do videos on them. I was supposed to have done that. I've gotten a lot of suggestions about doing like some videos on like certain items that I have back there. It's just a lot of them. I forgot the backstory too. So I gotta remember from memory or whatever. Remind me, how many years have you collected? So I think the very first collector's item that I've gotten was the Halo 3 helmet, which is somewhere back there. It's to the right of me. I think if I scoot over, you can see it. There you go, right there. And that was 2006. So yeah, I've been collecting for 20 years. I believe Halo 3 came out in 2006, right? Am I wrong about that? Just picked up the 9-inch statue of the Bubblehead nurse from Silent Hill today at GameStop. Oh, nice. Nice. It has to look good because I don't think you would have picked it up if it didn't look nice. Halo 3 release date. I believe it was 06. I think it was 06, right? Oh, I'm wrong. 07. Okay, so it was 07. September of 07. That was the first thing. And okay, so maybe let me look at Resistance. Yeah, Resistance. Oh yeah, Resistance 2. That was 2008. Yeah, so I was close. 06, 07, basically. So that's when I first started, and like I was living with my mom at the time, and I just kept, you know, I could only showcase but so much because it was a small apartment. So as I started to like collect, I would put some things away. Then I moved out. I was able to showcase my stuff. Ended up moving back to my mom's, long story short. And then had to box things up until I finally got a spot where I can like secure myself and showcase most of the stuff that I have here. A lot of my collection comes from purchases. It comes from good friends giving me some of these collector's items. Like my good buddy over there, Blanca Kong, got me the Super Mario Brothers movie Bowser that's over there. You know, and a couple other things too. I'm showcasing the Sonic he got me from Pop Figures. You know, then a couple of my other buddies got the Nathan Drake statue, the Cloud Strife statue. You know, so yeah. For my collection so far, the tanks of the Second World War, I plan to collect video games in the future. Nice. Nice, definitely. I mean, if you have the means to, then go for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love expressing my hobbies through the things I collect or whatever. I'm being a little more responsible because, you know, I don't want to keep just spending my money all willy-nilly because there's other avenues that I need to explore fiscally and in order to, you know, provide a better living, because I try not to be a dude that's complacent. Complacency kills a lot of things. Anytime I'm complacent when it comes to something, I tend to things tend to go downhill for me. So I'm trying to not be so complacent and you know, whatever. I digress. But anyways, I would love to continue this talk, guys, but I have to head out. Got to go pick up the missus. So with that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your night. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you who are new to the stream and haven't done so, definitely follow. I primarily stream every Monday and Friday from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I also incorporate some impromptu streams here and there. So the only way to be notified as to when I'm on is if you guys follow the streams. I am both on YouTube and Twitch. Also, check out the socials. The links that I provided in the chat has all the social media platforms listed right below me, especially the Discord, where that's the best way to get in contact with me. So if you want to discuss games, if you want to like share some ideas, feel free to in the Discord. Good stream. Catch you on the next one. Much appreciated, Telly. Maybe I might stream tomorrow. Who knows? It all depends because this one was pretty short. So with that being said, y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. If I don't see you on Saturday, enjoy your weekend. And last but certainly not least, if it ain't gaming, it ain't logical, folks. Peace. Y'all have a good one.